One of the biggest challenges we run into is consistency of practice. Most of us run into a wall. It can range from a month to 2 years to 10 years, where afterwards it's just kind of hard sometimes to get us back into our routines where we do our what we consider obligations to the gods and their gifts to the gods. And one of the things that we need to remember is that the consistency of them, the constantness of them, the ritualism of them is what makes them especially powerful and makes the gods love them so much. I'm not harshing anybody for not having time or thought process to be able to remember to do something for their deity and or spiritual ally. What I'm talking about is looking at ways to incorporate things into your life that can help you be more consistently spiritual and more consistently focused on your path. This can be done through things like starting specific rituals within your day. And what it takes is reaching out and thinking about what it is you're doing and your connection with your God. Later today, I'm going to be taking a walk back to the Pan Shrine. It's not a ritual I have every day. I'm just not able to do it. But I do think about him every day, and I do prayers, and I do connections, and I work with him, and I reach out to him, and I reach out to the universe on a daily basis. It's not always the exact same way, but the intention is the same. Ritual in itself is basically repeating, theoretically, the same thing over and over and over and over and over and over and over until it receives and has a life of its own that can then feed into the archetype and or idea and or deity, however you want to look at it, that you're trying to feed into. Whether it's a ritual of yourself of affirmations, a ritual of throwing darts at somebody's picture, it doesn't matter. I feel you out there. But the goal is consistency, because consistency, if you do it, helps ingrain it and makes it easier. Consistency of practice are the things that make it so that they become automatic and you don't have to think about doing them. When I walk out the door, the first thing I do is I listen for birdsong. The second thing I do is look to see if the feeders are full. It's my ritual. It's my way, one of my ways of connecting with the outside world as I leave my home, as I walk out the door. And I do it no matter what. No matter what door I'm coming out of, I'm looking over to see how the feeders are doing. Do I need to fill them? My connection with nature. It's part of my personal consistency. It's part of what I have determined as my obligation, my gift to the world around me. Now, the reason why, and we're going to continue on this, consistency, ways to make things consistently spiritual to help reinforce your spirituality, reinforce your intention, reinforce your path. Like I said, you can have rituals for things that you do when you walk out the door, for things when you wake up. You can have things that you do, and it's just a moment of acknowledgement, setting the brain to focus on that spark, that connection, that wire, that concept. Doing affirmations daily, bringing those emotions, those feelings, those acknowledgments of the power within yourself is a very powerful daily ritual that is best and most successful through consistency and a consistent practice. Some of the things that you can do to help yourself remember things. Put bells on doors, so every time you hear a bell, you say a thank you. Do things so that it's right by your bedside. I make sure that I have my stones and crystals near me every night by putting them under my bed sheet. That way I can't knock the bag off. It's not in my pillow. It can't go everywhere. It's just kind of a lump right there. And I can put my hand over it, and it's easier. I have made it so that I can receive the energy from that while I sleep a lot easier. Consistency is about looking at life and making ways to be successful. It's leaving yourself post-it notes to remind you of an affirmation or to say thank you. Another way to do it is to put something next to your altar that you have to access every day. And every time you get your thing, like say you put your wallet on a stand next to your altar, or your purse or your phone or your keys, you put that next to your altar. Every time you're getting your keys, you say thank you to the altar. You do something with the altar. That way, there is a consistency, there is a ritual to reinforce your intention, your goals, and your future. Because this is how we build it. Step by step, the things that we do now will manifest in years. We don't always know how, but they will. And it is through consistent things that it will make it happen. Now, that's not to say that you can only do these things through consistency. You can live an absolutely chaotic life and get there eventually. It's generally not the most direct path, and there's a lot of explosions and drama, and it's a lot harder. Trust me, I tried that. But if you focus and you listen to yourself, as well as the spirits, entities, and the world around you, you will be able to develop a rhythm, a consistency, a beat that matches your steps upon your path. Thank you very much for watching. I'm Morgan Hornman. Please like, share, comment, follow. I'd love to hear from you. Thank you so much for watching. May the Lord and the Lady be ever in your hearts. Praise be to Pan. Blessed be. Peace.